She's coming home. She's coming home with an animal. Coming home.
Animal. Animal.
It was a win
Animal.
purchase. She's
Animal.
coming home with an animal. A woman is coming home with a cage. At lunchtime, after a martini business meeting. She hasn't even called me.
Why don't you answer your phone? I'm coming home with an animal.
I am informed by way of a text recently
You're driving me crazy.
that she is coming home with an animal. It's a fucking short trip. She'd come out of a mental hospital right to me. You don't understand what that means. I'm just saying that you don't understand. There's a story here. There's a backstory. And right before that,
I left the window open.
she'd been at a veterinary
got
hospital. She just got out of the hospital. Putting down, this is about her. Last animal said that it was gonna be all when right. She was in the hospital. I'm gonna tell you a story about a pet and a nervous breakdown. And now she considered it a central lie of her life. She is coming out of the hospital. I mean, I blame myself. You have to understand. She actually ended up in the hospital. I mean, she had what some people used to call a nervous breakdown. Now we sort of call a manic
I should
event.
have closed the window.
I mean, she went bonkers, man.
It got out the window.
So much time at the hospital. Supposedly you can take drugs at the guitar store. So I was unreliable, man. Drove my love not so long out of the hospital. Quite literally, already she's bringing home an animal. They said I was drinking again. I mean, I already got her, and I'm not.
I'm
And I
not
was
an
drinking.
animal.
I'm not saying she's a fucking animal. It's just when I left the house. But it's something I have to care for, and I have to care for the other animal.
I'm not an animal.
And I mean, how many fucking animals are gonna fucking be in this zoo?
I'm not an
Because I didn't
animal.
sign on for being a goddamn zookeeper,
not
man.
an
When am I
animal.
gonna stop fixing her problems? Who's the animal? I wanted to be Brian Wilson in the cage. I just turned out to be fucking crazy. What's the matter, Othello? You jealous? And for a long time, I spent time with her in the hospital. As we tried to put back together her reality, you know. But now she's coming home with an animal. She's crazy and she assumes I can take care of this animal. Well, she goes to a party and it's her first week back and she's got a big party that she's supposed to appear at. She says, it's the show on the pony. Where are you?
You're never gonna believe this.
You did it. You did it. I told you to talk about it.
I saw this beautiful little creature in the window and I had to hide it. You can't keep life in a cage, you know, Alan? You've gotta be free at least once in life.
You get free, you run into the street, you get
At
hit by a
least
car.
Once before it's over.
Oh, it's gonna be over one way or the other.
Hey, I'm in a rush. I have to get back to work. I need you to do me a favor. Listen, I need you right now. Come on, you always need me. It's the least you can do.
I want you, if you're gonna make a life-changing decision,
What?
to inform me that my life is going to change, and I would like to have a vote on
Keep
it.
it in the cage until I get home. Just keep it in the cage until I get home.
Hey, keep it-
What is so hard about that? Just keep it in the cage until I get home.
It's gonna fucking shit
Just
itself.
keep it in the cage until I get
well, you know,
home.
please just make sure you feed it then.
Come on, I need you right now. You're so little. Hey, baby, what do you want to watch? You want to watch the news? Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Hey, baby.
As a traitor.
You should have left it where it was.
Live in Washington with more on that. Mullen.
Hi, John. General Hayden says the U.S. has discovered previous secret sellers, and most of them were U.S. citizens working
Mainly, there were grizzly bears and black bears there. There were cheetahs, there were lions, and there were tigers. Any kind of cat species and any kind of bear species right now is what we're mainly concerned about.
I ain't just the only one. It's some more girls up in that house.
And that's when he attacked. Clawing, biting, and mutilating her face, the owner tried to stop him with a butcher knife, stabbing the chimp she loved like a child.
The Kalamazoo, there's a gorilla loose and it's going after people.
The officer, with nowhere to retreat, drew his sidearm and fired several times.
One of the deputies told me they felt they had shot approximately 25 on the way up to the house. That number could be high or low, depending, when they're shooting animals in all directions, it's hard to keep track.
You have to understand this chimpanzee has been raised almost like a human for its 14 years of its life.
But there is so much to be revealed, where the end result is a nightmare and horrific.
On his last breath, dragged himself back into the house, into his cage, into his comfort zone where he died.
Baby, I do.
Bro, not a clue that girl was in that house or anybody else was in there against their will. You see what I'm saying? There's nothing exciting about him.
So along with the problem of physically getting the minors out, experts are debating how best to lessen the psychological toll.
We want to think that all animals can be domesticated. Unfortunately, that's not always the case.
Maybe she didn't run away. Maybe she wasn't on drugs. Maybe she wasn't an alcoholic. There might be a terrible, terrible person involved here. You can't assume that they're not in terrible trouble. You can't seal their death warrant by not looking for them.
But some familiar with the conditions suggest it could be worse than any other confined space you might imagine, be it a prison, a submarine, or even a spaceship.
You have no idea what kind of world we're entering. It makes no sense. You have no idea what's out there. Creatures. Big creatures. Creatures who eat you. It's chaos out there. Yeah, free. Stay free just long enough to get out. Every creature has to run free. You're better off in your cage, man. Let me explain to you. Now it's a deal with the devil, cutie pie. Because it means you gotta stay in the cage. In that cage is safe. You have to be infantilized. You have to become more and more like a baby. Because you know what you are. You're a replacement baby. And you want to stay in that cage as long as you can. It's hippie shit. You understand me? It's war out there. That's what you don't get. You never had to see it. As long as you stay in the cage, you don't have to see the murder. Hail Mother Mary, blessed art thou amongst... Hello, darling.
Hi. So I see you've met.
Yeah. I cannot believe
You don't like
you. He's adorable. I want to kill him. What are you going to do with this thing?
I'm going to love it.
Loving it and keeping it alive are two separate things, you know?
You tell yourself that it's love, but it isn't.
Are you going to keep it in its cage this time?
I'm going to love it.
Or are you going to keep the window closed?
Yeah.
No matter how peaceful these animals are, they are still wild.
If the window's open, the last animal just jumped out the fucking window.
Okay, are you done with your little speech?
We have to go to a party.
Yeah, everything's done. I have everything taken care of, and I'm just a little worried about you right now. You're not even ready.
I am wondering what I'm wearing.
A mask. Yes, it's a masquerade party.
Am I supposed to leave it in its cage? What? Just leave it there in the cage?
I know you know so much about communicating well.
You know, you keep talking to yourself a lot.
Well,
No, I get creeped out when you start talking to yourself.
Hey,
I'm not saying you're crazy, but it sounds a little fucking crazy. And you're being kind of erratic. You know? I mean,
See, I don't.
An animal?
I don't really see how
In a
that's
cage?
erratic. It's something I wanted. It's
I know you
done.
talked about it.
Yes, I know. It's a responsibility. Am I a
can't-
responsible person?
You can't,
I have
Alice.
a job. I go to work every day.
Right. You keep
You
volunteering me for responsibility. Yes.
I don't see it that
No,
way.
you keep
But
asking
you
me to do
seem
things, and I
to-
keep doing them for you.
You could say
When
no.
are you coming
But you
back?
could say no.
No, it's
I don't
fine.
understand this.
You said I can't.
You know, I'm trying to
masquerade
answer
party?
you. Yes, it's a masquerade party. Yes. People say we all wear different hats in life, but truthfully, we all wear different masks.
You're so deep, Alice.
I'm really...
You're so fucking deep.
No, I can't ever...
Oh.
Then you wonder why I got this, why I came
I don't know.
home. Then you wonder, because what kind of life is this? What kind of life? I
This
come
is
home, I
life
try to
in a
speak to
cage,
you,
Alice. We're not in love. We share the same fucking prison.
Yes!
What?
What?
The fuck is this?
It's...
Who did you invite?
This mask is my protection.
Shut up with the fucking talking to yourself.
You've got it.
You keep saying this all the time.
Now I'm completely safe.
You know what? That is such bullshit. You're not protected.
I know.
That's how life is. Life is full of surprises. You know, life is full of change, abrupt changes, you know, unexpected changes.
I feel broken. We have people coming over tonight? And you're acting like a fucking lunatic. Oh, it's so goddamn typical. Alice.
Any of this getting through that little old blue bonnet of yours?
Yes.
Well, woman, blink your eyes or something. Jeez.
You are not allowed to be free.
Once.
You don't have to be such a fucking whore all the time. You can't just walk out of the house wearing that.
Yes, I can. Like
You look like a
Herman's
whore.
kid. Well, thank you.
So, maybe you're not crazy. That looks pretty good, that mask.
Vulnerable? No, I'm actually very protected in this mask.
This is the whole hustler school of feminism.
Well, I want to just
What?
stay honest. I know, but
Honest.
okay,
Honest. Honest.
Yes, honest. I think it keeps me honest.
You can't keep an animal in a cage forever. I mean, I'm trying to do the responsible thing. I'm trying to look out for it a little bit. Fragile life.
It is a fragile life. It's a short life.
I mean, we're all fragile. That's the thing, you know? You need one more tragedy like you need a fucking hole in your head. I understand wanting to celebrate life, but, you know, you kind of force me into it. You know? Because you cannot watch this animal by yourself.
No, I can't.
No, that is the
Thank
truth.
you
Your
for
life is too
always
goddamn
reminding
complicated
me
to
what I can
fucking
and
watch over
cannot
something
do.
else. You need something to watch over you. I mean, you can't can't keep yourself together, woman. Life is gonna happen to you. You know? And here I am. You drag me back into it.
Oh, God.
Just when I think I'm out. She drags me right back into it.
Shut up!
Fuck you.
Fuck you!
It's like the goddamn mafia with you and your whole fucking family. You know? And I've got to clean up after your fucking messes.
I know, right? You always have to clean up after everything, right?
Somebody has to!
The animal will be kept in the cage. Yes.
It's innocent.
Yes.
In all of this, it's innocent.
That's why it needs to.
So you can't fucking damage it just because you're damaged. Alice?
Yes, Alan.
You want me to keep the fucking thing in a cage?
The length of time that we're locking up certain women are ridiculous.
Because life should be safe and protected. You're protected in your cage.
But in the end, no. Life has a way. Life has a goddamn way of doing the unexpected, right? Life, has a way of getting free, whether you like it or not. The history of the world teaches us. Freedom will out. The revolution will happen. The beast will rise.
Beast will rise.
Put the mask on and pretend like you're okay.
You know,
And to the rest of the world, you will appear okay.
you're such an asshole.
I'm not being an asshole. Don't you think everyone's pretending at some level? Right?
Right, yeah, what dreams may come.
So, I mean, if you're gonna run around and people think you're suicidal...
He is looking kind of erratic.
You know, Kurt Cobain is only interesting to Kurt Cobain. I mean, death to you is an illusion.
Get off, get off, get off, get off, get off, get off, get off it, get off it, get off it.
You're always in a mask. You're a phony. I don't understand why you always want to hide.
Yes, I
I've
do
never
as
seen
well.
you walk out of the door without makeup on. You're beautiful the way you are. Why do you have to hide? Why do you have to put a mask on? Why do you have to put makeup on? Why do you have to put hose on, high heels, and fake tits? It's like you're spray painting on the Mona Lisa.
You are probably the only man that's ever said something like that.
I don't know how you do it. I mean, it must... How do you bullshit that long without hating yourself? You're beautiful. I mean, you're really fucking beautiful. But when I see you, I'm always thinking, protect me from what I want. You can't make nature a whore. Because at some point, nature will fight back. Do you want to be in a cage? I mean, do you want to spend your life in a cage?
You were assigned a number, so memorize it.
Not many of them.
Because unfortunately, from now on, that's all you are. A number.
I find it weird that when I see you in that mask, I find you prettier than I found you in a long, long time. Why is it that hiding your face makes you look better to me? And she said,
I'm trying not to weep.
I'm trying not to cry.
I'm trying to think of all the beautiful people and what the fucking... I'm just thinking of all the beautiful people in my life.
I'm trying to think
Just all the beauty around
of the
me.
beauty
That's all I'm thinking. I'm trying to think
people I
of beautiful
know.
things. I just only want to think of beautiful things.
And she said,
Like a child.
like a child.
This makes me happy. I want to dance. Like a child. I want to dance again. A second chance? How many chances do you think someone gets? You did it to yourself.
Who can save you?
Listen. I thought you were gonna save me. Thought you were my knight in shining
You know,
armor.
she's coming home out of an enormous delusion. You think you're being taken prisoner, but actually you're leading the whole goddamn empire behind your trail. You're the queen. They have a human, and I'm the one who's supposed to bring her back to reality. You might as well accept your own power. They have caught an animal, and they are coming home with an animal. I said you could die from that.
Yeah, that's kind of the idea.
This is the third time trying to escape the fucking cage. But she ended up in another one and then repeats it over and over and over. I love you that much. It's crazy. I want to hurt you with my love for you so that you never forget what it feels like. The pain of seeing you where you went, away from me, and from everyone, and from everything. You went away.
What are my options?
Medication.
Medication? You can die from that. You walk around like a zombie. What am I, a fucking zombie? I'm not gonna be a zombie. I don't wanna be a zombie.
I didn't fall in love with a fucking zombie. I didn't fucking fall in love with a crazy woman either. I fell in love with you. I just want you to be you.
Who the hell are you to judge me? To judge me. Judge me. Judge me. You did it to yourself. Just fucking accept it. Just deal with it.
just a fucking animal. Something's gone wrong in my radar. Born into the wild, as an animal, to end it, Fucking problem is, you know what? It's hard to kill yourself. It turns out not to be that easy. You don't know when destiny falls. Each one of you is a king. The thing is, sometimes destiny falls, but you can torture yourself. You're not gonna kill yourself. You can torture your friends, are you? And you can torture your family. And she said no. And you can torture everyone who knows you. Because if you don't torture me, I will torture myself. Believe me, you can't love me out of...
You can't love me out of my own pain. It's just not possible. I realize that life is short, and we are living in a bubble and it could just pop at any moment. But if I run too far, I'm afraid I'm gonna end up in the hospital again. We made this way, and this way is how you're gonna stay. Don't fight it, don't fight it.
Love me now. Tomorrow it's all gonna disappear. She had them all in her spell, in a parade that she led.
All I want to do is get away.
This is the enemy. Disarmed, helpless. He thinks about many things after he's captured, but the big three probably are hate, fear, escape.
You're gonna get used to wearing them chains after a while, Luke. But you never stop listening to them clinking.
And I am, because I am a fucking animal. What I am. Do you believe like a child? Which is half crazy. Because I've been told that's what it takes. And half terribly sad. Just to be like a child. And it wasn't something I chose.
Wasn't something I chose. I mean, I went literally insane.
And I went literally insane.
Like a dream. Like an illusion. Like a dream. A memory. A child. Like a deja vu. A memory. An illusion. Like a delusion. Delusion. Like a child.
He hold the string, and they had carried her out. Hold the string to the plane. Hold the string. Where they had built a cage to hold her debt. We are sitting out here in the presence of life. You see, the one thing is that we know what the end is. Waiting for the human, if we're sentient beings, set us free from the cage that held their innocence. But she had this dream that night, and they locked her in a cage, and they kept her there, like a child, and she was perfect.
Your wife?
And she was an offering. And they built a table in the space station. I mean, she wanted to bite me.
Oh, nothing's wrong.
Because I was Jesus. And she was under negotiation. And I had to take her to the hospital because
It's just the aliens, that's all.
That's just not. But she was going to be eaten by aliens.
No, it's not those kind of aliens. It's not like the aliens from
when the night played itself out, she became, I will love you, transcendent. But I can't go too far. She took us out of the jungle and into the dawn.
What happens during these blackout periods is you get the feeling of phenomenal acceleration, like you're being shot out over millions, billions of years. Time simply obliterates.
This just the dog just kept freaking barking.
She had a hallucination. She was trapped in a cage, and there were 9,000 versions of her own soul trying to eat her. That she could somehow survive it as her one self would be the proof against the 9,000 other versions of herself. It was like a Roman cathedral.
God, you're my savior! 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 God, you're my savior!
They had brought themselves to the cage where I was held.
And
they said to me, you are a child.
Oh no, not again, Alice. I don't want anything in the house. You understand me? Get it out. Look straight into my eye. Put it outside. It doesn't belong in the box. It belongs outside.
If it goes back outside, it's gonna get hurt again.
Quiet! Put that thing outside.
Mom, you're really annoying me.
Stop me talking.
Mom, I found it at school. It was scared.
It doesn't belong in a box. It belongs outside.
Every time it goes outside, something bad happens.
And she is seeing Jesus.
I have sinned against you.
You have to understand that only 2 months ago, we had to put down the last animal. She keeps saying we murdered him. We murdered it. The animal died. She kept saying that until I started saying you're crazy. And then she started saying I'm crazy. And then she went literally crazy. And I don't know, man. I knew she had a history, man. I knew. But to watch that shit, man, she's making no sense. I mean, a total delusion. And then she bought another animal.
There's another in the hall. He's got his ear up to the wall. He underrates me. Ecstasy alley and a backseat homily. In a flash of mastery, it was over.
All the power people got something to say. They're gonna cause a breakdown in political ranks. You don't have to live this under a veil. It ain't a role when 1 million people break out of jail. All I have is on the line tonight. Coming from a prison with a broken life. Broken all till I breathe tonight. Broken people gonna take this fight. We're never gonna wait for a government to fall. This is when the money's gonna lose this all. Walls are gonna break, the lines are gonna shake. The power that controls you, all the systems you make it. Never gonna break it. Some of you rather take it. But you never had the control to make these keep you holding down. Don't break this. So what? You want more flags? You never had the control of all us, all in due time, all in due crime. Break down the walls that were built to hold your mind.
Yesterday I ran, left my footprints in the sand. Then the sea became the land, and now I'm floating. It's entirely impossible to be without still